Let's talk about sampling in alfalfa. Well, when you take a sweep net into an alfalfa field, the first thing you need to do is make sure that the alfalfa is over 6 inches tall. So in this case, the alfalfa field I'm standing in today is absolutely over 6 inches. And the reason we want to do that is because sweep nets actually just sample the top part of the canopy. They're here to monitor what's going on in terms of the top half, in this case for a short alfalfa field, to third to fourth of an alfalfa canopy. Now they're a little biased because they only select on those insects, but they're a very easy and very useful tool in terms of determining what's in your field and when do you take an intervention, when do you spray. So how does one sample with a sweep net? You want to take the sweep net like this. You want to hold it at an angle, lower it into the canopy, and sweep and then flip over like that. So let me demonstrate. So when you're sweep netting, you want to drop your net into the canopy, and for every sweep, you want to take a step. So just like this. At the end, you want to flip your net around like this so that all of your insects end up at the very bottom of your net. You also want to make sure that you're sampling in the right direction and for the right number of paces. So in this case, I walked 10 paces into the field, which is standard for some thresholds. So after you sample with a sweep net, what you get is a number of insects in the bottom portion of your net. So what do you do with these insects? Well, you can open them up over here. You can release them into a kill jar, you can release them into a plastic jar, and you start to see insects, or you can count them in the field over here. So what do you do with this information? Well, oftentimes this is used not just to find out what's going on in your personal field, but also to tell if it's time to spray based off of thresholding. Now you have to be very careful with thresholds. Thresholds are highly dependent on seasonal time, on the crop stage in your field, on the type of tool, and even the size of the sweep net that you're using. So make sure when you're looking at thresholding that you're using the right tool, the right time to make those very important economic decisions.